What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of this Crystal Palace FIFA 16 career mode. We showed last time out in the last episode that we bounced back nicely from that Swansea defeat with wins, a comfortable win over Middlesbrough and a more tighter affair, but still a win nonetheless over Manchester United. So it's nice to bounce back from a defeat in such a positive manner. You can see we're kicking this episode off with a little bit of training, and we're also, as I said before, concentrating on the youth side of things. We haven't got the money, the resources of the teams around us, so we're looking at the scout reports then, and they bring back some more talented youngsters. We're going to have a look here. You've got Gonzalez, potential of 90. We're going to snap him up. We're not going to let other clubs have a sniff. Then you've got 15-year-old Anguilar. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but he's a forward. Juan Anguila. We're going to bring him in as well. And Juan Maresca, potential of up to 92. So we're wasting no time in bringing players like that to the club. We're going to make sure it happens. We'll watch them grow, use the training to help them develop, and hopefully get them some first team game time. But for now, we take on QPR at Loftus Road here in the Premier League. A decent QPR side. Obviously, Charlie Austin will be the main man. They are newly promoted. They've got Sandro in there, who's got plenty of Premier League experience, Anuaha and Stephen Colker at the back as well. So not a bad squad by any stretch of the imagination. You can see Jamie Vardy starting up front. Jordan Much is getting a start. That's quite a rarity, really. Zuma and Vestergaard are the defensive pairing that we've gone for. Butland, of course, in the sticks. But very strong bench, so if we need to change things, we certainly will not be afraid to do so. And Charlie Austin plays Matty Phillips through early doors here, and they hit the post. Nearly a dream start for QPR, and it just shows that we are vulnerable at the back at the moment, something that we need to address, definitely, for sure. We used to be such a solid team. As I said, last year we got the most clean sheets in the league. That, of course, was with McCarthy in goal for the first half of the season. But that man, Jack Butland, the new arrival, halfway through last season, shows he's still got what it takes to be a keeper at the top level, pulling off a decent save. At the other end, Jordan Much has an opportunity to stake a claim for a first team place. He couldn't get the effort on target. And then Pap Soare smashes one from distance straight at the keeper, and that was easily turned behind for a corner. So 0-0 at the break. No breakthrough as yet. Both teams have had chances, probably QPR having the better, if we're being honest. Charlie Austin turned his man really well at the start of the second half. It's another good save from that man, Jack Butland, in the sticks to keep them out. So we get a free kick here though. Slightly harsh in my opinion. There is just 15 minutes to go. We're making a double change as well. Video and Daily Sinkraven coming on. Hopefully they can make an impact on this game. 30 yards out though. Kabai gets it up and down over the wall. It's a decent save from the keeper. If we're going to have to score, it's going to have to be quite late on if we're going to win this game. The header goes back to Kabai with his first touch. Skips past one, past two, drives into the area, and he does find the breakthrough that we needed. Like I said, 15 minutes left. We have got a habit of scoring late on. We do that a fair number of games. Last season we did that to snatch either a draw or a win. And this time it looks as though it's going to give us all 3 points. We've got just a few minutes now to keep QPR at bay. We could have doubled the lead shortly after. Video helping the ball on. It was Balassi who come running in, had the shot. It was a poor one. Didn't get the connection on it that he would have liked. And, you know, QPR escaped there really. They should have been 2 goals down. But Alvaro Video, we've shown you what he can do. You saw the goal against Southampton, I think it was, where he ran straight from the second half. The ball's played out to him and he skipped past 2 or 3 players. This time he goes past like 4 or 5 on a 50-yard run. Unfortunately, on this occasion, he couldn't find the back of the net with the end product as the defender shut him down, but it didn't matter. We managed to pick up a 1-0 win at Loftus Road, which is a difficult place to go, really. On their day, they can beat anybody, QPR, but we're going to jump back in to some more training now. You can see some of the youngsters. Mendes, his rating's going up by a couple, and they're showing some real good signs of development as well, but not forgetting about the current first team players that we've got. That's important. We need to keep training them up as well. And then the German youth scout comes back to us. Thiele, a player with potential of 94, and then Brandt with a player of potential of 93. We just cannot let these players slip through our fingertips. We're just snapping them up. We've got a lot of youth players at the squad now. Probably won't be looking to bring in any more. But with the right training, the right development, and hopefully some first team game time, they can go on to be real stars. Even if they don't go on to be first team regulars, we hopefully will make some money on them if we have to sell them in the future. But tough game now. Everton is the team we welcome to Selhurst Park. Berahino starting, Video, Sinkraven as well, Mark Bartra coming back in, and Eric Dyer is going to play this one in an unfamiliar right back position, although he can play there. And it's a strong Everton team. You've got Jeremy Menez, Ross Barkley, Kevin Morales, Aidan McGeady. A lot of creativity and pace in the squad. And Lukaku, for some reason, surprisingly for us, finds himself on the substitute bench. But we get a chance early doors. It's Berahino going through. Really would hope that he gets more of a connection on that. He needs to be finishing those if he's going to be our starting striker. But Ross Barkley then skips into the area. It was a challenge from Bartra. We thought it looked like a good tackle. We thought he'd block the ball. Turns out, looking at the replay, he doesn't. Barkley goes down. Referee points to the spot, and we can't really have any arguments with that. Butland with a bit of kidology there, though, and it seemed to work. Menez tried to just dink it down the middle, makes a fool of himself. Butland stands tall, just plucks the ball out of the air, and a real chance for Everton to take the lead goes begging in this first half. But we move into first half stoppage time now. Can we take the lead just before the break? It's Kabay steaming into the area. It's a good save from Joel. Falls to Berahino. Another chance goes begging, but this one, it's a golden opportunity. You cannot miss that. Keeper palms it down to him, just over 6 yards out. Goal at his mercy, and he just smashes it into the floor. No composure whatsoever. Could have rolled it in. Could have taken a touch. Could have looked up. Could have done anything with it. So for that, we take him off. It's obviously not his day. He's had 2 gilt edge opportunities and hasn't managed to punish Everton at all. We can't have that at this level. So Jamie Vardy comes on. Hopefully he can show Berahino what it needs to be done in order to score, but it's actually Jeremy Menez who gives Everton the lead. As you can see here, it was a decent run from Seamus Coleman. The ball was played into Menez, turned his man far too easily, and the shot just had enough on it, just enough power to beat Jack Butland. So we actually find ourselves behind. Could those missed chances come back to cost us dearly here? But that man Video is at it again, dribbling past another 5 or 6 players. This time on his weaker left foot, he does manage to get a shot away, but it's straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. So disappointing from that point of view, but a real good promising run once again from Video. Then Balassi gets down the left channel, finds Coquelin. His effort goes agonisingly wide, and it looks as though it's just going to be one of them games where we have so many chances dominating the game, but the ball just will not go in the back of the net. We have still got time, but Everton are not sitting back. They're still attacking as well. You can see a couple of saves now from Butland to keep them out. Score at 1-0, and that was unfortunately how it finished. Those chances did come back to haunt us, and we get nothing from that game. Although the result is disappointing, Everton are flying. As you can see, they're up there in second, level on points with the league leaders Chelsea. So it's not a horrific defeat, but when you have that many chances, you really do need to get something out of the game. You can see we're in 4th place now. Chelsea top, Everton 2nd, City 3rd, and Arsenal hot on our heels now in 5th place. They've got a game in hand as well, as you can see. So things still going okay, with a couple of defeats starting to creep in. That's something that was quite foreign to us really last year. We had a lot of draws, but we weren't beaten many times. Now we're starting to show a little bit of vulnerability, and that's something we've got to cut out of the side. Obviously January comes through, we'll look to strengthen, maybe a couple of departures as well, who knows. But thanks very much for watching, guys. That'll bring this one to a close. Drop a like, and we'll see you next time.